All right, stage 4 of the special event All or Nothing featuring Koenigsegg Jesko. Here we go. Going for broke. Since Ahmed is having some funding issue or accessing his fund, issues with accessing his fund, we're making a stop at Belgium, Spa, and to I guess make some money to pay for the trip to Silverstone. So first of this spa stint is gonna be in the form of tailgating. Now this one, the goal does not just complete automatically when you fulfill the tailgating distance of 10,000 meters. It's kind of funny counting in the game, but anyway, this doesn't really matter. Just keep your eye on the counter, the distance counter. So of course, you just want to make sure you come out of these corners leading into the lengthy straights early enough, and make sure you brake. I would say more conservatively than Zoe, because Zoe drives pretty far into the corners before she starts braking. And Jesko, you have a higher top speed, so you just gotta make sure you adjust accordingly, because it's easy to brake too late and fly off the circuit. And remember, you cannot go off track on this this goal. So anyway, once you kind of caught up, as long as you hit your apex in close enough, as you can see, you should be able to stay on Zoe's tail without too much trouble. And once again, brake. Ooh, that was little. Yeah, so that's what I mean. You don't want to. I mean, you can overtake, but obviously then you're not drafting. So, all right. So second lap, we are more than halfway there. We're almost actually 3/4 ways to completing our drafting goal. So come out of Eau Rouge, nice and clean. So the rest of the distance, we got it fulfilled. So goal 1 complete. Now we just need to make sure we don't go off track. So don't need to do anything super crazy. And oh yeah, you're not supposed to be overtaken either in this goal. So if I accidentally overtook Zoe earlier, I didn't get in front, which is what kind of saved my butt earlier on in this challenge. But if I did, then I would have to chase after the P3 opponent, which is that even possible? I'm sure it is possible if you have enough upgrades. I'm not sure if I would have been able to pull that off with my current upgrade status. And certainly I would not want to make the future bots any harder than necessary. So yeah, you just need to stay behind Zoe is highly recommended. And yeah, just like that, take that final bus stop chicane, and we are through the finish line. There we go. 5th place finish, 3 minutes 40 seconds and change. Pick up a few racing dollars, not that much, since 5th place finish doesn't pay out that much, and just over 1,000 fame points. All right. Yeah, these events in terms of racing dollar earnings or fame points, don't expect a whole lot. And let's see, Venom F5. are the ones in the lead. Apparently, Venom F5 have stronger brakes than Jesko. Either that or they just have higher PR, like more upgrades possibly. Who knows, right? In terms of our opponent's upgrade status, it's rather opaque in the game. They don't tell us what the other car's PRs are. That would be kind of nice to know, wouldn't it? You know, nice to know what other cars' specs are that you're racing against, so you kind of get a sense of like where their weaknesses are, you know, where you can overtake, and so on. Anyway, goal 2, the autocross. This one, I think, is up till this point the most challenging goal in this event. And funny enough, I mean, it took me quite a few tries to get through. You have a time limit that you gotta finish under, right? And the time limit is, you know, your P1 time limit, faster than P1, 27.2 seconds, and my target in the grid was slower than that, so the grid doesn't really matter. You just gotta make sure you can make it through here. So yeah, I would finish all my failed attempts. I don't know what I did different. All I knew was I was finishing every single one of my failed attempts pretty close. So my advice for anybody who's struggling with this, if you're coming in like 27 and change and just slightly over 0.2, which would fail, obviously it's slower than what you need, then let's keep trying. Just you know, try to maybe not brake as much, or brake a little bit later, or maybe coast a little bit through the corners, you know. But yeah, I wasn't really, I knew I had the right line. I mean, you know, Spa, we raced a lot of races here, so I think for those of us who's been playing this game for a while, know the line pretty well. So yeah, it's not like something that require you to, you know, make a huge adjustment, but just like those tiny micro adjustments that you have to address. But anyway, moving on to the third goal, we are gonna be actually racing Sylvia, the for many Real Racing 3 players. I guess this might be your very first car in the game that you use, right? On this account, certainly it was the first car that I used. And nowadays, I think, I don't know, in current version, is the Formula 1 car still the first one that you get? Like the Academy car? I don't know. But anyway, either that or this. So, you know, you usually get, depending on what season, I guess, you start the game. Sometimes we started out with the NASCAR Academy car, whatever the version of NASCAR Academy car is. And yeah, so for this one, obviously, Sylvia is not going to be able to stay with this grid of hypercars. You know, just like Honda S2000 GT couldn't really, you know, stay toe-to-toe. Although that one, I did maintain the rank. This one, you will drop in rank severely. You just need to make sure you finish. I think it's at 19th place. So yeah, that's, you know, basically as long as you don't come in dead last, I suppose that's okay. And anyway, P8. So, you know, we got the ranks to spare, even with the going off track like that. Not too bad. Can do a little bit of blocking to cause a little bit of traffic jams, so ooh, but yeah, you just get overpowered by those guys. So unless you're smack in the front, they will just kind of bump you out of the way like that. Gee. Getting pushed around. Anyway, there we go. Into the corners. That's where we can actually stand our ground a little bit more. Yeah. But yeah, some of these goals using these slower cars. Interesting mix. Alright, so 17th place. I could probably let the other guy go. There we go. 18th place. Spare a position. There we go. Alright. 246 and change. Alright. That's good enough to get through a goal. And that also means that in terms of using Jesko, there are 3 goals to complete in this stage, stage 4. So that way we don't have to service Jesko before the end of the stage, which is nice. So, alright, we may be in trouble. Yes, that's what you get for wagering some ridiculous wager. Betting, not a betting man. But anyway, Zoe's kind enough to give us our car back. Alright, but anyway, we will be racing against Zoe, and it's gonna be 2-lap head-to-head at Spa, where we just have to win without running Zoe off track or damaging your car or going off track yourself. Right, the usual conditions here. So it's Jesko v F5. Hennessy, right? Hennessy v Koenigsegg. US v Sweden. Anyway, we got 2 laps, and we've already kind of tailgated behind Zoe, so we already know that, like right there, coming out of the Eau Rouge, if we get the better break from that, we can come out ahead. And as always, once you're at the head, it's easier to, dictate the line that you want to race, obviously, and block when necessary. And just make sure you don't go off track. So brake. Yeah, a little bit more on the conservative side for braking there, but that's a-okay. Make sure that Zoe does not try to sneak by here. Although this one, I mean, if she does sneak by, you just have to overtake her game. Now, when you're blocking, generally block out the inside, obviously. That forces Zoe to either have to slow down or take a chance going outside at a faster speed, which is always a risky move. Right, so yeah, guard your inside without losing too much speed. That would be really the way you can maintain your position. But yeah, once you get into the second lap in the lead, heading into Eau Rouge, you're gonna really start building up on that lead, or you should be able to, because that's where we overtook her in the first place. So second lap, just build on your previous lead, since Lacombe will lose a bit of that lead that you built up, especially if you're driving as conservatively as I am doing here. Because I'm more concerned about making sure that I stay on track the whole time. not as concerned about staying in front of Zoe. I don't think that's going to be as big of a challenge. At least that's what I was thinking when I was racing. There we go. Whoa, that's no good. But thankfully, Zoe was being pretty cautious as well. Staying behind and not being overly aggressive. After all, she was generous enough to give us our car back, even though she did win that wager against Ahmed, who foolishly made ridiculous bet to offer Jesko for, what was that, train ticket? Who does that? I suppose Ahmed does. He's a crazy betting man. Anyway, there you go. 331 and change. And actually get to claim a win. I guess we did claim a win on that autocross, but that's, you know, autocross. This is actual 2 full laps at Spa, so some might call it the more proper racing. Anyway, don't forget to get your car serviced at the end of this goal, since you're gonna have to wait till tomorrow to race this car again, and you won't have access to it. Anyway, stage 4 complete, and for that effort, we will be picking up 1,625 victory points, 15 gold, 70,000 racing dollars, and that victory points once again get us to claim the next sort of a tier of rewards, which was just racing dollars, but it's a step to the bigger and better things, right? So anyway, that does it for the stage 4. We'll continue on to stage 5 video, the final stage showdown. So we'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.